Thank you, Mr. President. On Friday, Amazon, one of the world's largest corporations, successfully crushed the most recent union drive at one of their warehouses, where workers are organizing for a voice in the job. Let's be clear, this was never a fair fight. Amazon is perhaps the world's most powerful corporation. They would not be raking in profits without the hard work and dedication of its hundreds of thousands of American workers. Yet Amazon unleashed all that corporate power to fight those same workers. They harassed employees with anti-union propaganda. They sent misleading text messages and websites and flyers. Workers reported they don't even get enough time to go to the bathroom, to get enough time for bathroom breaks in the warehouse. That's how intense the company's pressure is. And yet, when they are able to use the bathroom during this union fight, even there, workers are hit with anti-union propaganda flyers on the stall doors. Amazon demanded the U.S. Postal Service install a mailbox on site at the warehouse so they could monitor employees mailing their union election ballots. It's all part of a pattern for Amazon. In 2019, Amazon fired a Staten Island warehouse worker who called for unionization. Amazon monitors employees' online communications. Last fall, we learned the company planned to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on new software to monitor threats like unions. Amazon isn't alone. This union busting is standard operating procedure for most companies. A growing number of Americans want to join unions. A recent poll found that about half of Americans would like to join a union if they could. Millennials are the most pro-worker, pro-union generation since World War II. The Center for Economic Policy and Research reported that 75% of new union members are under the age of 35. I talked to one of those union workers at the end of last month. I spoke to Kate from Zanesville, Ohio, who joined UFCW, United Food and Commercial Workers, not too long ago. We talked about the work she and I and others did to save her future pension in the rescue plan, how her union had helped her learn about retirement security and helped her fight for her retirement security. So if all those workers, especially young workers, want to join a union, if they want to have a voice in the job, they want to have more control over their work lives, why aren't more union drives successful? Pretty important question to ask, pretty obvious answer. Because corporations have so much power. One union organizer told a reporter for the Huffington Post, when people hear there's an election, they think everybody gets to vote, there's a secret ballot, and so on. What they don't understand, what the public doesn't understand about union elections, is that the company has access to the workers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, has enormous influence over their lives if they care to use that influence, and so often they do. Here's what he said. They can threaten, they can give a raise, they can demote, they can grant favors, or they cannot grant favors. Every worker knows that. This is what workers organizing are up against. There's nothing close, nothing at all resembling a level playing field for American workers. That's why we need the PRO Act, the Protecting the Right to Organize Act. Comprehensive overhaul of our labor laws to protect workers' right to stand together and to bargain for fair wages and better benefits in safer workplaces. It would level the playing field and finally, Mr. President, give workers a fighting chance against corporate union-busting tactics like we saw from Amazon. We know what's happened in this country. We know we've seen worker productivity go up. We've seen corporate profits go up. We've seen executive compensation skyrocket upward, yet worker wages are flat. Passing the PRO Act would strengthen the punishments against companies that violate workers' rights to organize and that retaliate against union organizers. It would close loopholes that allow employers to misclassify their employees as supervisors and independent contractors to avoid paying their fair share and to avoid giving workers the benefits they have earned and that they deserve. A union card is a ticket to a middle-class life when you fight for economic justice by making it available for all workers. We just need corporations to get out of the way, to be neutral, to let workers organize and take control over their careers and their futures. We also need to empower all workers, whether they've chosen to join a union or not. That means paid family and medical leave for all workers. It means a living wage for all workers. It means retirement security for all workers. It means power over your life and your schedule. It means overtime pay when you earn it. It means health care for all workers. It's all in the end, Mr. President, about the dignity of work. Remember what Dr. King said, that no labor is really menial. No labor is menial unless you're not getting adequate wages. When you love this country, you fight for the people who make it work. That's what union organizers do in the face of overwhelming corporate opposition, like the billionaires at Amazon, and it's what all of us must continue to do until all work pays off.